Above all else, he faults fairies for his mom's harmed radio. Then he guarantees that a pony-like beast known as a Nucalevi has taken steps to hurt Mandy on the off chance that he doesn't take care of it food. Brianna and Roger wonder where he gets these stories from and why, because he rarely lies. While Bree wants to put an end to the boys' belief in real-life magic beings, Roger argues that the boys' belief makes sense. All things considered, he has traversed time. Bree goes for a new employee screening at an adjoining dam since somebody should be the family's provider while the Jacobite gold is still too far. She has come to apply for a position as a plant inspector, but Mr. Campbell, the interviewer, has the erroneous impression that she has come to apply for a secretarial position. What else is a lady prepared to do? She keeps on posting every one of the issues she has seen with the dam subsequent to advising him that being a plant investigator doesn't require taking care of business and winds up finding the work. Lady, get ready. When Bri returns to the house to share the good news with Roger, she discovers to her dismay that he is not overjoyed. It isn't so much that Roger isn't excited for her. He regrets not being the family breadwinner because he didn't think they would hire a woman. He explains that he believes he is not upholding his promise to Jamie and Claire to look after Claire and the kids. Moreover, he no longer knows where he remains with God, in spite of having once wanted to turn into an evangelist. Roger had held the belief that everything was predetermined and that the all-powerful was in charge. However, he and Bree turned back the clock, and by protecting Claire and Jamie from the fire of the edge, to a greater degree toward that later, they in a real sense modified the direction of history. Roger feels like he can never again appropriately care for his family and is indistinct of what to accept. Ian hears an aggravation while Claire, Jamie, and him are heading out to Wilmington during the 1700s and halting for a break in the forest when Ian begins to overreact about Curvebug making an appearance to correct his retribution. Ian has been afraid that the old man's advice to kill someone he cares about will come true. Ian is reassured by Jamie that Bug is far away and reminded that the elderly man wants to scare him. When they arrive in Wilmington to get ready to board a ship bound for Scotland, there are no signs of Fraser's intended tensions. Truth be told, Jamie encounters Cornelius Harnett, an individual Child of Freedom part who he participated in Season 6. Harnett figures he can't allow Jamie to pursue figuring out that he isn't joining the transformation, yet rather planning for an excursion to Scotland. Because he will either be conscripted or someone else will be sent to fight in his place, Jamie will be compelled to join the rebels. Jamie tells Claire he needs to join, principally to shield his family, yet in addition, since he can't ask any other person to battle in his place back at the hotel where they are remaining. In acknowledgement of the requirement for specialists in the conflict exertion, Claire says she will go with him. Young Ian has no choice but to join because Scotland can wait. He wants to fight for America because he is so passionate about it and its people. He wants to help the revolutionary cause by trying to persuade the few Native American tribes that haven't joined. Claire once more runs into Tom Christie him when she is doing her work in Wilmington. He kisses Claire in light of the fact that he is so stunned to see her, and she is similarly as shocked to see him. Claire was persuaded he had been killed for the homicide of Malva, and Tom accepts she had passed on in the Edge fire when he found out about it. As they head out for a cup of coffee, Tom describes how his literacy ultimately saved his life. After regaining his freedom, he decided not to return to the Ridge. What's more, when he learned of the fire, he distributed an eulogy about it in the paper. The obituary that Bree found in the newspaper years later was the one that inspired her to travel to the past in Season 3, and despite Roger's conviction that they were able to alter history, it was actually predestined to occur. After all, maybe God is in charge. After meeting Tom Christie and hearing him reaffirm his love for her, Claire tells Jamie about her encounter. Jamie mocks her kiss while feeling sorry for Tom, whom he believes would once more put his life in danger for Claire. Their conversation fosters intimacy, which is exactly what the pair requires as their next stop is Fort Ticonderoga, where their participation in the revolution will officially